I invite you to text the word Java to that phone number. And I promise, no shenanigans, just fun. No, you're not giving your life away. I'm not doing anything harmful. I just want to show you something cute. That's all. So everybody, if you're interested, take a minute to do that. I have a lot of demos to show you, and sometimes they work, and sometimes they don't. So each one that works, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Each one that doesn't, that's life, right? You're an understanding audience, right? Yes. Sure. All right. Now, I need a volunteer. And I guess my volunteer should be someone who's not afraid to interrupt.
I'll do it. No, go ahead. You're close. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let me just show you what's going on. So this thing. All right, let me tell you about this in a minute, okay?
All right.
Let's see. First. Smart devices and the Internet of Things. Yay. Okay. A friend of mine made this slide. This garish slide advertising my existence. Yeah, that's when I looked younger. Books, computer science, Drew University. And I happen to have an Internet of Things book right now. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay. And this says again, and And what I just handed the gentleman over here is a particle photon. It is, and it's encased in a little thing with buttons. So this is a microcontroller, kind of like the Arduino. It doesn't have its own operating system. In order to get a program onto it, you have to create the program on a laptop and then send that program to the cloud. And then this thing communicates via Wi-Fi with the cloud, and it gets the program and it starts running it. It has less horsepower than a Raspberry Pi, which is a microprocessor and which does have an operating system. Come on in. It usually has a few more peripherals on it. But anyway, that's the deal with the particle photon. Now, let me give you some instructions here. Underneath here, don't worry about this one. Right? The other ones are for interrupting at any time. And I encourage you to have questions or comments or criticisms or anything.
And if he raises a hand, I'll interrupt him.
No, all right. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. And I'm going to have a beverage. And let's begin. What is IoT? What is IoT? Do you know?
Things.
Internet of Things. What the hell does that mean? Well, it must mean something, right? Internet of Things. Anybody got an idea or thought or whatever? Light switches, thermostats. It's things talking to other things instead of humans talking to web pages, right? So a long time ago, somebody put a device on a coffee pot to sense whether there was coffee in it or not, so that you wouldn't have to get exercise and walk down to the coffee room if the coffee pot was empty. And that's how it all started. Nowadays, my home is filled. Well, you can just imagine, right? The cat has a little device on her so that I can find her if she's hiding somewhere. I mean, that's the extent to which my home is wired. I'll bet she loves it, by the way. Okay, here we go. Industrial automation. I don't need to tell you all these things. Healthcare, right? Monitoring all kinds of sensors and equipment. Maybe I should say it now because I usually forget to say it. There are basically, there's a dichotomy in the world of internet things. There are sensors. Sensor discovers some information from the environment. And then there are effectors. An effector does something to the environment. So we're going to be playing with some sensors and effectors here. So a sensor would be like a heart monitor, and an effector would be like call a nurse immediately. Transportation. In the book, we have an app where you can use your phone to find out when the train in the San Francisco BART is about to show up. Keeps track of the subway schedules and lets you know when something is going. And it does it by talking to the BART cloud. Transportation. I mean, you've got. Wait, interrupt me.
I did. I did click 3 times.
Hold it down until it lights up. Ah, you know what? I forgot to do something. All right, give it a minute.
Okay.
All right, now you're about to interrupt me, right? Hold on, let me go over here. You're about to interrupt me, and what you're going to do is hold down one of those buttons until there's a little light on. And no. All right. It worked. You'll hold down a different button next time, right?
Okay, yep.
Okay, so let me just get rid of this. Okay, all right. You have a question?
Yeah, when you were saying in the book, I assume you're referencing the Internet of Things book that you brought up earlier. Gotcha.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, transportation. I mean, fleet management, right? Each truck has a GPS and a device that sends information and signals to the central management place. And the central management place says, this truck, I'm going to put the brakes on, or I'm going to slow you down or speed you up or do whatever I'm going to do. Heat, you know, it's a refrigerated truck. I'm going to increase the heat or decrease the heat and coordinate these things in order to save the most energy and to route the trucks in the best way. So energy. Cool. Okay. Now, the world of the Internet of Things lives and dies on a protocol called MQTT. It no longer stands for anything. It was once message query telemetry transport, but now that wording is gone completely. But the thing is, MQTT is a publish subscribe protocol. So the idea is you have a broker in the middle that receives messages and sends messages. That's all the broker does, is it sends messages and receives messages. Some sensor publishes information, sends information to the broker. The broker sort of decides whether it needs to store the information for later or not. And then various subscribers say, do I want to subscribe to the information that
I'm good, thank you.
do I want to subscribe to the information that's been published? Well, the idea here is that when you publish, you send a message, but you will say what topic does that message belong to, right? So if the topic is heart monitor, this client may say, I'm going to subscribe to all messages that are labeled heart monitor topic. And this one says, I'm going to subscribe to all messages that are labeled entertainment topic. So this one's not going to get the heart monitor message, and this one will. And it's a pretty great protocol, it's used, I'm probably going to be using it for 5 different demos here. I mean, it's used all over the place. Oh, this is a cute slide. I didn't make this slide. My buddy made this slide. Let's just take a look here. What's happening here is that a phone is publishing a message that says, please open the door. The house is subscribing to the messages about the door. It subscribes. I don't know about these arrows. It subscribes. That's an arrow that's trying to go that way. And it gets the message. It's going to open the door. You'll see it. It opens the door and sends a message back, publishes back a message that says, yes, the door is open. I've opened the door. So, and all this is going on with MQTT. I'm just amazed at where I find MQTT in the world of Internet things. It's all over the place. And it's, yes, sir.
What's one of the most obscure places you found MQTT when you're in Syria?
That's a good question. I'm at a loss.
But it's all over the place. There's just all kinds of applications.
Well, there's one place I can describe one place that I didn't expect to find it, but I'll have to wait until later to show it to you. Now, what you have here is a count of the percentage of honks over moves. And by the way, what's happening here is when you press a button, that thing is sending wirelessly a message to my router. My router is connected to my phone's hotspot. My phone is sending a message to the cellular network. The cellular network is sending a message to the cloud of the company that makes that device. On my laptop, I'm running a program called Node-RED that's listening for messages to the cloud. It grabs those messages when it sees that there's a message from the cloud. It grabs those messages and says, what should I do about it? It's doing 2 things. It's making a noise and drawing a chart, keeping track of the chart that it draws. MQTT is there, but it's not surprising. So,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So in that example, is your router the MQTT broker?
No. The broker in this case, yeah, the broker is on the cloud in this case. The router is just doing TCP/IP. It's just doing ordinary. A broker has to be an MQTT broker. A broker isn't going to be just something you pick and you say, oh, that's a broker. You know, it's got to be specially programmed for MQTT. Okay. All right. Now let's see what we got. Publish, subscribe. 1999 was originally for oil companies. Secure, all kinds of good stuff. Data agnostic. You don't want me to talk about all this. Delivery, everything's good. It's a wonderful protocol.
So this was used for telemetry originally for like oil companies?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. So it's, but it was open.
Wait a minute, can you, yeah, interrupt me.
We need the percentage.
That didn't do anything.
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
What? Nope.
All right, try one of the other ones. Not the top one.
Go back to the horn.
Oh, damn it. Well, I mean, it was working. It's part of this, right? Here it's going to happen in the middle of nowhere. It's just going to start mooing and honking and boinging. Let me just check on something. Yeah, so. So that guy's still running. What happens if I stop him and start him? Let's try it. And let me go over to Node-RED. He looks good. But just for fun, I'll stop him and start it again. We're lucky we've gotten this far. Last will retain messages constantly time. I don't know if you're interested in code, but so PAHO, that is the name of a library, a publicly available open source library for doing commands in MQTT, and this is basically all you have to do to publish. And I'm just gonna be quiet for a minute in case you want to look this over. I do not want to explain it. It's Java code. It's the essence of it is make yourself a message and publish it, and tell me what the topic is. Boom. You know, that's essentially what's going. Everything else here is boilerplate. And subscribing is not much more difficult. Okay, done. If you want to see more of the code, just let me know. I get it. Yeah, I'm gonna need another volunteer. And let me do this first. You know, my demos are going to be silly. And in the real world, not everything is silly. So the real world use case may be you have a heart monitor that's a sensor. By Bluetooth, the heart monitor talks to a smartphone. With MQTT, over the internet, it talks to a broker. Then via MQTT again, it talks to the medical alert service. Okay. So the broker is, the smartphone is the publisher of the information to the broker, and the medical alert service is subscribing to the information from the broker. And then the medical alert service may, you know, if need be, call an ambulance or do something that's in the range of what we call an effector. And so that's, you know, a real life situation. Okay. So now let's go to a situation that's not real life. I need somebody, if possible, who can sing. Nobody?
Come on, there's gotta be something.
I can do it if it has to be done.
Can you duplicate a note? Who's talking? You can do it?
Show late.
Your audition.
Here's what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna sing a note into my Raspberry Pi. That's a USB connection because I have a microphone on my Raspberry Pi.
Okay.
Okay. Raspberry Pi is going to send to a broker. Now, it just happens, this is kind of fake. The broker is going to be on the Raspberry Pi. So the broker, the Raspberry Pi is going to function as the sensor and the broker. Big deal. You know, I couldn't bring extra. Okay, so the broker's here, right? Now the broker is going to talk to my laptop through MQTT, right? And then my laptop is going to talk to some kind of device, right? And that device is going to be a controller of some sort, and then it's going to make something happen. Okay? And that's the story. Now, the first thing I have to do is get some stuff going here. Right now, what you see here on this screen is going on my Raspberry Pi. That is really my Raspberry Pi. You can see it on my laptop, but I'm using VCN to show my Raspberry Pi screen on my laptop. So that's running, right? And we'll just get this thing going. So it looks like 15 of you signed up for. Nice work, folks. Thank you. I hope this works. Now I'm going to start. Let me just check something. Okay. Ooh, things look good. Things look good. Okay. I hope I remember to do everything here. So, would you say your singing range is more like tenor or soprano?
I could do either. I would say tenor though. We'll start. Let's do a tenor now.
Okay. Now, do you have perfect pitch? Like, could you do a?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come around here. And I'm going to play for you a note. Let's see. So we're going to switch to tenor. Right. I switched to tenor over there. Okay. I'm going to play a note. This is going to be a G below middle C. You got it? Okay. What 196 and you hit 187. Let's try it one more time.
Can we?
What? Oh, hey, while you're doing that, yeah, well, let's do it that way. There you go. Right? I have to get closer to it. All right, I'm going to cheat. You hit 196 when I did this.
I wanted an octave up. Gotcha. Was that positive feedback? Or?
Cool, huh? Yeah. So what happened here?
My singing done.
If you want, I mean, I got some other notes you can try.
I can try some other notes.
Yeah, why don't you sit while I discuss
Okay,
this?
gotcha.
And then, where am I? Slides. Yeah, so what went on there? The singing, and then the Raspberry Pi and MQTT to the broker that happens to be on the Raspberry Pi. And then that sent a signal to my laptop. How did it send a signal to my laptop, by the way? Just to let you know, just to make sure that, to try to doubly make sure that this was going to work, I brought my own router. And so my Raspberry Pi is connected wiredly to my laptop. Now, I didn't need to do it wired, but you know, you never know what's going on in an environment. So, right? And then that talked wirelessly. Oh, that talked wired-wise to, where did it go? Wired-wise to my controller, and the controller sent radio signals to the drone. Let's do it once more.
Yeah.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, I'm down if you.
I mean, I can do it this way or.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
However you want to do it.
All right, let's. Beautiful, all right. I love it. The very fact that it works. Yeah, okay, all right. Next, let's do a phone demo. We're gonna have you sing another note. And this note is going to be a middle C. It's gonna go to Twilio. Anybody know what Twilio is?
No.
You'll find out. Connection lost? Oh.
It's me.
Wait, why is connection lost? This is not good. Okay, let's try that.
Did you sing touchdowns?
Let us try things. Let's try it. Failed to load home. Here it is. Load phones. 15 phones loaded. Start. Connected. Just to be safe, I'm going to play it on this. Oh, this works. Answer it if you want. Anybody answering their phone? You didn't want to hear? Okay, all right. Oh, all right. So everybody's getting a call like that. Good. Okay. All right. And now I got one more. I got one more sound for you to make.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Twilio is a service that allows you to do this kinds of things with phones. So, yeah. I'm probably the client of Twilio who uses it for the least commercial purposes. And by the way, the place where I thought, and I didn't expect to find MQTT, was in the communication with that thing. I just, you know, like, okay. Because when you program it, where I got it programmed in Java, and there's no mention of MQTT in the Java code. Or actually, I got it programmed in Python, and there's no mention of MQTT in the Python code. So what's happening is that under the hood, the Python code from this company is calling MQTT to send to call to. Okay. All right. Yeah, one more. Let's. The system has been active. Okay. Let's try an F above middle C. And I'm gonna go to the dot here. It shouldn't go off that way. Try this. Ah, that note was too high. It broke the screen.
Was it live or Memorex?
Stop. All right, this. And see what I've got next slides wise. Button demo. Well, the button, right? The button is talking to the microcontroller, which is talking to the cloud service, which is talking to the laptop. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're ending early here. If you're interested in looking at the code, it's there. And it's almost all Java. And in preparing for this talk, I have made use of dozens of resources. Those are just a few of them. And there are some picture credits, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. Thank you very, oh, wait, one more thing. Let's see, I hope it works. The button, the white button. Huh? The top, yeah. It's not working. Okay, all right, that was the big finish, but no big finish. Thank you very much.